Let's talk hot new fragrance releases this summer. I have all of the hyped up recent launches from some of your favorite fragrance brands, and we are going to talk about it. The good, the bad, what are my faves, what do I not really care for. Of course, we're going to cover it all, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with Kayali here. Now, these are not necessarily new scents, but they just came out in full-size bottles. This is Kayali's kind of summer collection. They originally launched this last year in only minis, but they were so well loved that they decided to come out with them in full sizes. So I actually ended up buying 3 of the 4 scents. So I thought I would quickly go over these in case you have not tried them yet. Now I am on a banana fragrance kick right now, so let's start with the Maui in a bottle, which is their Sweet Banana 37. And on the back, this has key notes of sweet banana, pear, coconut cream, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla. When you first spray it, you get this really sweet, creamy, fresh banana, but then right away, this kind of sharp jasmine note is kind of coming in and taking over the banana. And so at first I was like, oof, I don't know if I'm going to like this one. The jasmine is too much for me. But if you let this sit, like I would say 10 minutes on the skin, the jasmine starts disappearing and then you get this beautiful kind of almost milky fluffy cloud of banana vanilla goodness, and it is really delicious. I wish that it could stay that the whole fragrance through, because I will say I feel like when a scent doesn't have the best opening, I do get a little turned off by it, even though the most important part is obviously the dry down, because that's what you're going to be smelling the longest. But I do like to kind of have a scent that smells good throughout. And not that this is bad at all, but that jasmine is really, really strong. But thankfully, the dry down saves it, and it is so good. So if you kind of tried this one and you're like, I'm not really sure about it, just wait for the dry down. That is when the magic happens. You could even pair it with the new Ellis Brooklyn banana milk to bring in even more of that sweetness and for more longevity too. But overall, this is probably my favorite scent in the summer line, just because I do love that banana note, but it does take a little bit to get there. But it is truly magical once it dries down on the skin. The other one I really love in this line is the Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar. This has keynotes of lemon, sugar, freesia, raspberry, vanilla, and musk. This one is sweet all the way through. So if you are looking for the most gourmand of all of them, I would say Capri in a Bottle is going to be your go-to, especially if you like a lemon sweet gourmand. This is sweet lemon fluffy marshmallow candy, in my opinion. Not necessarily lemon pound cake, but definitely more lemon candy. But I will say I do have a lot of scents that have this similar scent profile. Like if you have, let's say, the Cirque du Soleil perfume, if you have Jackie Aina's Forever Mood, Hard to Get, those are in very similar scent families. So it might not be a must-have for you if you guys already have those, but this is beautiful, the most gourmand, the most edible smelling in the full collection. I know you guys are all about the gourmands like me, and I love it. It's very much not too citrus lemon, very much lemon marshmallow fluffy goodness. I also picked up the Maldives in a bottle, and this one is Ylang Coco number 20. This is going to be your most kind of beachy summer scent, very resort, very I'm on a luxury vacation vibe. This has rosemary, wild lemon, starfruit, banana blossom, ylang ylang, and coconut milk. This smells seriously so good. It is so aquatic and beachy with some white florals. It's not necessarily a sunscreen like smell in my opinion, but you are definitely getting like tropical jungle vibes, and I think it is so beautiful. If you guys do like a more, I would say, tropical floral scent, the coconut and the lemon are definitely not super prominent in this one. You're definitely going to get more of like the ylang ylang, banana blossom. But I think it is stunning, and I think it is a gorgeous, fun summer scent that is perfect to wear in hot weather. So that's my quick thoughts on these Kayali scents. They do have another one called Marrakesh in a bottle, and that one is going to be if you are a big Orange Blossom fan. I am personally not the biggest fan of it, but I think it is nice. It's just not one that I wanted a full size. These are definitely more my type, and for my gourmand lovers, definitely try out that Capri in a bottle and the Maui in a bottle. Next we have some kind of more hyped new launches that just arrived at Sephora. I have these two here. Let's start with Brown Girl Jane. They launched a new scent called High Tea, and when I saw the marketing for this, I was definitely intrigued so much that I just went ahead and blind bought a full-size bottle. Don't recommend doing that because nearly every time I do that, I feel like I am a little disappointed. I always recommend if you can go into Sephora and smell it first, or start with a little travel sample size like a 0.3 ounce. That's definitely the way to go. I sometimes just do buy more full-size bottles since I do this for a living. I like to have the bottle. I feel like that's part of the art, part of the whole experience. Now overall, this really was not what I was expecting out of the marketing I saw, and that's probably my fault for kind of thinking this was going to be something else that it wasn't. This is the kind of vibes that they were giving with this scent. Like, look at this photo. From the marketing, it looks like it was going to be more of a gourmand fragrance, but in my eyes, I don't really consider this to be gourmand. I don't know what it is. These brands always want to use the gourmand marketing because it's trendy, but then the perfumes smell totally different from the pictures that they are showing. And I feel like that is like my biggest pet peeve. If you know gourmands are trending and it gets people excited, why are you not actually making that in your scent? Now overall, this is not a bad fragrance at all, but it's just not what I expected, because when I spray this, I get straight up orange blossom. Like, that is what is taking over this scent for me, is orange blossom. Which, if you've never smelled like orange blossom before, it does have a very sweet, like orange juicy scent to it, but it's also a little bit floral too. It's one of the main notes in like Killian Love Don't Be Shy, and also if you guys have tried Finery Magnetic Candy, that's a very strong orange blossom scent as well. But the orange blossom is quite literally taking over. So I feel like if I was advertising this, then I would definitely be having like a tea party garden kind of vibe rather than showing cookies and macarons, if that makes sense. Now it definitely, I feel like, sweetens up and gets a little bit more kind of fluffy and yummy in the dry down, but the orange blossom is still like the main note that I'm getting out of this one. It is a very sweet orange blossom, but it's not as, I would say, gourmand as like Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. That one to me smells more candy-like, more even sweeter than this, but I mean, yeah, it's great for summer. This is just not at all what I had expected. There is something very slightly spicy in there, which I think is supposed to be like the chai tea. But yeah, you definitely have to like orange blossom with this one. Do not expect this to smell like a Madeleine cookie or a delicious macaron, because that is not what you're getting, which I was surprised, because Brown Girl Jane actually usually does really good gourmands. I don't know if I would have bought this myself if I did smell this prior to purchasing instead of just blind buying. I probably would have just got like a mini size, because I don't know yet if it's like quite a love for me. Another perfume that's been really trending right now that just launched is the new 5 Scents. It's called Happy Tears, and this is another orange blossom fragrance. Now I think I was also a little bit misled with this one too. This one was sent in PR though, but again, it's just not what I was hoping for. I wanted something like very bright, happy, citrus, just sunshine. That's what Happy Tears kind of reminds me of, and I was hoping it'd be more along the vibes of like oranges and cream, or even like something like Clementine Dream from Seven Virtues, but there's like a very heavy powdery note in here that I don't know if I love. It's very much overtaking the fragrance for me, and I don't know, I would not describe this as an orange dreamsicle scent or an orange smoothie. That's just not what I'm getting here. It's definitely still like citrus, not quite as much orange blossom as in the High Tea from Brown Girl Jane. I feel like this one's almost like sweeter. I do prefer this one, I would say, over the new Happy Tears, but yeah, that kind of powdered almost musk note is definitely taking over with this one, and I don't really think it's a love for me. This has orange blossom, mandarin, white peach, jasmine, musk, and vanilla. If you guys like citrus and a lot of musk, this might be right up your alley, but for me, it just missed the mark for my personal taste, but that doesn't mean you guys won't like it. I never want to deter you from something, because we all have different tastes, and I always encourage you guys to like go smell it for yourself if you can. I did receive this perfume to review from Twisted Lily. This is the new one from Mancera, and it's called Fig Me Up. Now, initially, I didn't really know what this was going to smell like. They asked if I wanted to receive it, and I'm like, I mean, it sounds kind of good. I do like a fig, but this one was definitely not my taste. This is a very green, woody fig. Fig can be a very hard note to know if it's something I'm gonna like, because it can go very green, but to me, this is just like straight up, like, very dry sandalwood in my opinion. This is the second perfume I think Twisted Lily has sent me, and I'm kind of wondering if they just don't really know what my taste is. I feel kind of bad because, yeah, the 2 scents they have sent me in the past year have been very big misses for me and very far off from what I typically go for. I feel like most brands know, like, I'm the gourmand girl here. I love to smell edible. I love a vanilla. I don't know. I like a floral here and there too, and aquatic scents, but this was way far off for me. I do really like Mancera though. I feel like they're a great brand. They are a little more on the pricey side, but oh my gosh, their scents are so long lasting. If you guys like a very green, woody fig, this might be up your alley. This has notes of rhubarb, French violet, and fig leaf in the top. The mid has fig nectar, which sounds so good, plum, oud. I think it might be the oud that's ruining it for me because I do not like oud in most scents. Bourbon, geranium, and Australian sandalwood. And then the base is tobacco, white musk, toffee, and tonka bean. I think I was just looking at the really good notes and thinking this could be amazing, but then there's so many notes in here that it should have been a red flag that it was not going to be for me, because I don't like oud, I don't like sandalwood or tobacco. Those scents always overpower for me and are a huge no when it comes to my taste. But if that sounds like something that you would like, I will have it linked down below. I do have a discount code with Twisted Lily. They have a lot more other brands on their site as well. A lot of niche brands, like similar scents that Luckyscent sells, so you can use my code there if you want to on any of their stuff. They also have samples for sale too, so you can try before spending an arm and a leg on a lot of the popular niche perfumes that sometimes retail upwards of $200, $300. So yeah, you could definitely check out Twisted Lily. If we have similar taste though, this is probably not for you, but it definitely could be for someone else. I did purchase the newest fragrance from Ledda. This is called Scenic Rose, and this is a brand I've tried a couple things from, and I feel like I've liked a lot of their scents, and this one really was calling to me. It had the most gorgeous notes. It sounded like it was going to be a beautiful strawberry floral, so I think I had like a 20% off coupon or 30%, so I bit the bullet and just, again, I blind bought this, but this was a really good blind buy. This is such a gorgeous, I would say, floral fresh scent. It's not going to be like gourmand strawberry in the slightest. This is very fresh. It does lean a little bit more into a fruity rose, but I think it's gorgeous. I really do like a rose note when it's mixed with like fruity notes or more gourmand notes, and this is beautiful. I would say it's along maybe similar lines of like the new Kayali Rose Majesty, Fleur Majesty I think it's called, but I actually like this even better than the Kayali. I think it has more of like a fun, uplifting, kind of sparkling and fresh kind of feel, while the kayali, I feel like it gets a little bit more rose. This one opens with notes of pink pepper and matcha latte. Notice matcha scents are kind of trending right now, followed by pear blossom, strawberry, and rose, and then the dry down has vanilla, amber, and white woods. I love how she describes her scents. It says provides a warm musky trail that hugs the skin. So beautiful. It does smell like you are having a picnic in a beautiful rose flower garden and you're eating strawberries. I think with the Ledda brand, you have to buy it on their website. They are a smaller business. It's actually made by a former beauty YouTuber, SMLXO. If you guys are familiar, she started her own fragrance line. I don't know if she still makes beauty videos. I'll have to check out, but I know she makes some really good fragrances, and that's kind of what she's been focusing on, and I feel like this brand has been doing so well, so I definitely recommend checking them out. They don't really have any like gourmand or vanilla scents or anything like that, but a lot of her scents that I've tried have been really just like crowd pleasing. I feel like so many people can wear them and they would work for pretty much anyone. And since we're talking about strawberry, let's talk about the new Oakcha in Paul Reacts. This is Strawberry Sensation. This, if you guys don't know Paul, he is very popular on Perfume Talk and Instagram. He probably has some of the most followers of any fragrance influencer, and he is very kind as well. I know he's always like commenting on my stuff. He supports me a lot and I appreciate it so much, especially like usually when you get to 1 million followers, I feel like a lot of people just kind of leave the small people in the dust, but Paul has always been so kind to me. So I really enjoy Paul, and I've enjoyed pretty much all his releases with Oakcha. He's collabed 3 times with Oakcha, which usually Oakcha does a lot of dupes for high-end perfumes, and that's what Paul has kind of been going for. His first scent, Miss Girl, was kind of a mixture of Tom Ford Lost Cherry and Baccarat Rouge. His next one, Viral Vanilla, was very similar to Bianco Latte, but this is like a whole new scent for him, and this is cute. I really do like this. This is definitely more gourmand strawberry, but it's not super sickly sweet like strawberry pound cake. I personally think this is beautiful. It reminds me so much of a strawberry version of Aquilina Pink Sugar. So sweet and delicious. I feel like it works for summer though because it's not too like syrupy. But yeah, just think of a strawberry Aquilina Pink Sugar. If you guys are Bath & Body Works fans, they had a scent called Love Cotton Candy Champagne, and this is really similar to that one. I think it smells pretty much identical to that. So it is really nice. Just think of strawberry cotton candy, and that is what you get with this. I will say the longevity isn't super long on this one compared to some of the other ones I've tried from Oakcha and Paul, but it doesn't really bother me because it's honestly really strong off the bat, and I'm definitely an oversprayer. So honestly, for the price, I think this is really great. I know the Oakcha scents are usually under 60, so not too bad for a 1.7 ounce, but I have been really liking the strawberry sensation, I have to say. Lastly, let's go over the newest drops from Snif. I swear to God, Snif and Fleur have been releasing stuff like crazy, but I'm here for it. I love Snif. This is their brand new one called Swede Tooth, and I feel like people are really excited about this one. This one is inspired by Swedish candy, which I think is so fun, and they definitely went for more of like a watermelon vibe from it. I have been really into Swedish candy lately. I started ordering some off of TikTok Shop. I ordered some from, I think it's called Bon Bon. I think they have a location in New York, but you can order online, and honestly, they have some really good candy. It is so flavorful. They have a lot of gummies, some marshmallow things, and I just feel like their stuff has just, it's more flavor than some of the stuff we have here, and they also use better ingredients in their candy as well. They have a lot of sour stuff, which I'm not really into the sour, but I love just like sweet gummies. So I was very excited to try this. Now this is part of their like secret menu line that came out with like Crumb Couture. So they go for more definitely unique scents, very gourmand scents. And I was kind of expecting maybe a little more from this. I think I was expecting a little more because I was expecting more candy watermelon, whereas I actually get more fresh watermelon than super sweet candy. So it's not really giving watermelon Jolly Rancher, but it is giving like a fresh, it's still mouth-watering. Maybe they're going for more of that sour candy vibe with this one, so it's not super sweet. It's still good though, and I really like it, but I do have so many other watermelon scents that I think smell similar that are a little better performing. This one's pretty light on the skin. It reminds me of the Bath & Body Works pink watermelon that came out, not the pink watermelon blast because that one is like really sweet, but the original pink watermelon that was a little bit more tart. I kind of want to do like a watermelon fragrance video. If you guys want to see that, I can kind of talk about some of my favorite watermelon scents. This one's good, but just not quite as actually candy like as I was expecting. But if you want to check it out, I have a code with Snif. It's LEAHJANAE. You can use it on their website on all their launches for 10% off. I'll have the link down below. It works on any of their stuff, and you guys know I talk about Snif a lot here. I do really want to give a shout out to their other new launch. This one came out just before the Swede Tooth. This is so freaking good, you guys. Oh my gosh, it is so unique. This is their Gentle Reminder scent that is a collaboration with Alex L. They also collaborated on Heal the Way, which is their really nice warm pistachio scent. So they make amazing fragrances together, and this is so freaking pretty. It is so unique. It reminds me of like caramelized sugar. This has ube in the notes. This also has milk froth, black tea, palo santo, date sugar, and a hint of lavender. So wow, it is so unique. It's kind of like, if you guys have tried Escapade Gourmand, that one is by Mason Mataha. It's like a $200 plus fragrance. Smells like creme brulee. This one definitely has aspects of that, but adding in more of that kind of lavender and maybe a little bit of that tea note as well, so it's not just strictly super gourmand. I don't know, there's just something about this that is so unique but so beautiful, but it still is in the gourmand scent category because I really get that caramelized sugar in here. I think it's technically the date sugar. Dates are really sweet and they do give off a caramel vibe, like Lush Sticky Dates. That one kind of smells like caramel to me, but this is beautiful. 10 out of 10, recommend, gentle reminder. So I believe that is all the new scents I wanted to go over today. I know that was a lot. I still have a lot of perfume reviews I still need to do as well with some PR I've received, but I wanted to show you guys kind of the hottest fragrances right now and give you guys my thoughts on them. Let me know if you guys plan on picking any of these up. Of course, as always, I'll have links down below if you guys want to use my link to shop, or you can shop on YouTube Shopping if they are available as well. I think my next perfume video, I am going to go over some fun niche scents that I've been sampling if you guys want to see that, and a bunch of perfume PR that I have received as well. But yeah, let me know what fun videos you guys want to see from me, whether it's fragrance or makeup. I would love to hear some fun ideas for summer, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.